Maido! Hi there, Japan fans. Today's show, we're going to be talking about interesting aspect on Q&A. Present or Master Shimasho. This is the 7th year of the Presentation Japan Series podcast, and we are beaming around the world to you from sunny Minato-ku in Tokyo. And I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, the president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, which is Zaegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery, plus Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Training de okane o muda ni suru no wa yamimashou, and all are available on Amazon. Through this podcast, I want to help you to become a better speaker, to be 1. Clear, 2. Confident, 3. Persuasive, and 4. Highly influential with those around you. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcasts hosted by Libsyn. Unlike many other hosting organizations, Libsyn have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on Apple Podcasts. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show podcast. Tuesday, the Presentations Japan series. And every second Tuesday, the Business Touches in no Oshie show. Wednesday, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcasto show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery show. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Now, this is episode number 330, and today we're talking about how well do you prepare for the Q&A when presenting. The beauty of being the presenter is that for the majority of the time we are dominant, the lord or mistress of all we survey. We are the big shot. We can craft the speech any way we wish and deliver it as we see fit. We control the content, the pacing, the delivery, the engagement with the audience. Things can suddenly take a turn for the worse, though, when we utter these fateful words. We have 20 minutes for Q&A, and who has the first question? Suddenly, we have entered the world of the bare-knuckle street fight with no rules and no quarter given. The audience members can say whatever they like, and we cannot control them. Knowing that we can go from hero to zero in record time, if we make a mess of the Q&A, are we taking it seriously enough? I was reminded of the importance of preparation recently. My son had a job interview to complete, and the amount of preparation he did was impressive. He did a thorough analysis of what he would bring to the firm, and he came up with about 20 questions he anticipated they would ask him. He enlisted me to be his training partner on numerous occasions and ask the questions and then pass on my feedback. By the time he got to the interview, he was fully prepared, and even then, they asked him questions he wasn't anticipating and had to deal with them on the fly. I was reflecting on this and comparing with what I usually do when I prepare my talks. I plan the talks very thoroughly, and I do rehearse them, but I realized I was a bit light on my preparation for the Q&A. Once over lightly would be a good descriptor. This is a bit curious, though, because in a public talk, we are launching forth with our personal and professional brands and putting our goods out there for all to see. Normally, I do list up what I think will be the most likely questions, and then that is it. I don't spend any time constructing my answers, as I rely on my knowledge of the subject and my presentation skills to enable me to handle whatever comes at me. I have fallen into the comfort zone trap of making being good the enemy of being great. I have seen speakers destroyed by questions they couldn't handle. They were doing so well up until the Q&A exposed a weakness in their professional capability, and it shone a light on their credibility, bringing it into question. I haven't suffered that ignominy as yet, but maybe that was just been a bit of a lucky run. When we do practice our question handling with a partner, we have to be very careful how we do that. Most people are not skilled at this stuff, and their advice can sometimes be harmful or demotivating. We need to protect our confidence, and being fully prepared for the main talk and the Q&A will help with that aim. We also need to prepare our partner by asking them to give us very specific feedback. We want to know A, what we did well, and B, how could we make it even better? Find out more. We come back from the break. Today's show is brought to you by our public courses, but we also are doing custom in-house programs. We do them in both Japanese and English. We do them in our super safe classroom and live online. On the 6th of March, we'll be doing our high impact presentations training, and we'll do it again on the 20th of April. This is a great program. 2 instructors, everything videoed, massive feedback, massive one-on-one feedback, massive individual coaching, phenomenal program. On the 18th of March and again on the 12th of April, we'll have our Dale Carnegie course. This is our flagship program. We cover the 5 drivers, how to be more confident about things that you've never done before, you're not good at, or new areas that you're moving into, how to have leadership capabilities so people want to follow you, how to be great with all different types of people because your people skills are so advanced, how to be a great communicator, to be persuasive, and how to deal with all the stress and the strain that's inherent in business life so that you can always be optimizing your productivity and working at the most effective level. Go to our website at www.dale-carnegie.co.jp. That's www.dale-carnegie.co.jp. Lots and lots of value there for you. To do better in Japan, email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching video, then we have nearly 2,000 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. Welcome back. As much as we do this, the first response of most people is to start weighing in with their critique of what we didn't do well. This is where we need to introduce some discipline. The moment they start to criticize you, politely stop them and then redirect them to follow your original guidelines and tell you the good, better answer you are seeking. Looking backwards is no help, and we need to project forward and determine our future state rather than having someone drag us backwards to a place we cannot change. The other issue with preparation is to not sound robotic or too prepared. Our delivery should be conversational and seemingly spontaneous. It isn't spontaneous in the least because we have drilled the answers thoroughly, but we don't want to come across like that. When we are asked a question, do not nod your head as if you're agreeing with the speaker. We can do this unconsciously, trying to be affable. We don't know what they will ask, so we don't want to be seen nodding to a very combustible question as if we agree with it. So let's have no head nodding while we listen carefully to what they are saying. Many speakers then give the entire answer to the questioner and keep their focus on the one person. Instead, we spend the first 6 seconds of our answer giving them eye contact, and then we switch our gaze and start giving 6 seconds of eye contact to others in the audience. We want to be inclusive, so let's use the baseball diamond method of 6 pockets: left, center, right field, as well as inner field and outer field. Naturally, we don't spread our eye contact around in a geometric pattern which is predictable. We mix it up. We catch people unawares as we address the answer to as many members of the audience as we can. In this way, we can engage the entire audience with our answer, and we try to deliver it in a casual, relaxed, good bedside manner. Did you get value from today's show? If you did, then share the love around with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Until the next episode, go out there and apply the learnings from today and become a presentations legend amongst your circle. Thank you for joining me, and please tune in next week. Remember, I'm in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.